And welcome to my round 2 game of this month's REV GP. I'm playing 4-color Consonance against Kayiu, who is on Sultai ramp mid-range, something like that. It's the same deck that they played last GP, so we're basically just reenacting the finals game of last GP. I don't think any of our decks changed that much. Well, I mean, the only thing that I changed with my deck is that I cut one Vibrant Vengeances for an Elronta Visionary. Not sure if Kaiyu's deck changed at all. And we're off. So, I'm on the draw. Sure, that's fine-ish. And this hand's... Actually, yeah, this hand's pretty good, I think. Oh, so I have to play this tap turn 1 and then fetch Forest to get Leyline, but that's... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. By me, at least. So let me double check Kaiyu's deck right now. Do they run discard main deck? Doesn't seem like it, so... Yeah, this hand's pretty good then. So they're keeping 6. Alright, so I'm already off to a good start then. I have 2 5-drops, so that's going to be the breakpoint. If I can get to my 5-drops, then I'm really happy. If I can't, and my opponent does, then I'll be in trouble. It's how these rampy mid-range decks go. And they're going to play a tap land turn 1. Now let's see if I do the same. Yep, seems like it. So Leyline does Mad Fix for the drift off. They're going to play another tap land, which I'm really happy with. Oh, well, there's 3 of clues. Unfortunately, I do need to run out Leyline Channelers now. Or at least I definitely want to run out Leyline Channelers now. Because if it arrives, then I don't have... Then, like, I can actually play a 3-drop next turn. Because I can't actually play a 3-drop next turn if my Leyline Channelers dies. Because I have a tap land. But if it dies, then I just play Leyline number 2. And I'm still pretty happy. I mean, if I manage to get them to waste removal on Leyline instead of Wild Court Seeker, I'll be pretty happy. And they kind of, like, if they have removal, I think they probably want to use it on Leyline. Well, I mean, I don't have any super threatening 4-drops. Like, this is the one turn where they don't have to bolt the bird. Okay, they have their own Wild Court Seeker now. It looks like it's going to be the Wild Court Seeker off because I'll be playing my own Wild Court Seeker. So that's going to be a 3-3 soon. My Wild Court Seeker can become a 4-4. Oh, so Swamp. Do I want to Archon their Wild Court Seeker instead of playing my own? I don't think that's how I win the game. I should be competing on ramp, right? Like, so what do I prevent if I Archon their Wild Court Seeker? I guess, like, so it prevents 2 3-drops. Is that something I'm worried about? Not really. It prevents Hoarding Colubre from coming down on my opponent's next turn. Is that something I care about? Not that much, I feel like. And plus, like, yeah, it gets me access to Czar next turn, even if Leyline Challengers gets killed. So I think, yeah, it is good for me to just play out Wild Court Seeker right now. Do I need... I'll play it untapped. Like, life matters in this matchup, but not enough that I'm not willing to play this untapped. So this can become a 4-4 if I really want it to be. I'd rather not be forced to fetch Mountain because I'm already making the red off color with this land, but it's fine if I have to fetch Mountain. Like, I'm still pretty good with my colors. I still need one more white from somewhere to cast Rift off if Leyline dies, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with my colors. And I have Archon next turn. Archon will probably turn off Wild Court Seeker. Or, like, if they don't play anything out, I think I just Zara minus and make them sack something important. Oh, actually, if they just ramp into Hoarding Colubre, then I just play Zara -4 to kill that. That leaves Wild Court Seeker around, but my Wild Court Seeker can block their Wild Court, or I can attack with my own Wild Court, and even if Zar dies, I think I'm fine with that exchange. Like, Zar managed to kill a big thing and take a hit. So they're fetching now with New Divide, and Wild Court Seeker is going to be a 3-3. How can they punish me if I block here? Let me look at their combat tricks. Literally nothing. I guess Field Test, technically. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. So I guess technically, like, this is a way to try to massacre me off Drift Off or something. And no, they just let it happen. Oh, they probably feel really dumb for sequencing like that. Or no, they had a plan all along. Okay, well, now I get to play Zara on an empty board and like actually kill something with it, which is extremely good. So yeah, this is... So if they have their own Zara, they can play their own Zara and then minus and kill my Zara. And if they do that, then I actually don't have a response because I still don't have Drift Off mana right now. I guess they can like animate some whacking blocks and start whacking Czar with it. That seems like they have another big thing. Oh yeah, I'm assuming they're going to use Czar minus. Yep. So what do I do now? Leyline channelers. So I can't Archon, or I can't drift off. That means I'm saving drift off, which means that I guess I Archon. Like Archon's front side doesn't actually go on Planeswalker, so I have to Archon flipped onto the Czar and then play Leyline and then hope that I top deck something good because so like my opponent plays two big things, I drift off their things and then I'm back to top decking. Well, I mean my deck top decks well, and you know the way I've always won in the last few GPs is just by top decking well. So yeah, uh, what do I? Yeah, I need these colors. So Archon flipped to turn off the Czar, and then I guess play Leyline Channers, play Warpway Rings, fetch planes end of turn. And this also technically is a clock, or they can just if they have removal, they can remove Confine to Eternity, and then Czar starts going nuts. I'm probably end of turn fetching planes with Warpway Rings, right? No point in doing anything else with this because I do need the double white 4, 5, 6. So Grand Consonance top decks are live right now because I have 7 mana available, assuming Leyline Challenge doesn't die. Miralai, okay, sure, that's fine. That's some card filtering, but that's fine. I don't love it, but it could be worse. It could actually be something that impacts the board. Although this is going to be pretty impactful soon. Plenty of mana right now. Is this Czar number 2? Okay, interesting. I guess they're getting drift offed. Oh, they're going to try to prevent Grand Consonance top decks from being live. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So do I just... Actually, yeah, they're out of stuff. I can just drift off both of those guys, and then now we're both top decking, except they actually have Waking Bog, which is a problem because Waking Bog swings in and gets back Wildcard Seeker, and now I have to deal with Wildcard Seeker from behind, like from this board state, which I'm not looking forward to. Is there any way around that? Like, can I not drift off right now? I can leave Miralai around, which gives them good card quality or something. Like, I can drift off and then play Leyline Channers to block the Waking Bog. They can just... Can they animate 2 of these guys? Yeah, they just animate both and swing, and then... Does this return Planeswalkers too? No, it's just creatures. Okay, so they only have to worry about Wildcard Seeker. Oh, 1, 2, 3. So they animate Whack Me and then get back Wildcard and play Wildcard, and then now they have a thing on board, and then now I'm dealing... So I need to get Started and Leyline down, and then... and it also means that Constant top decks aren't live right now. Whatever, like, this is probably the correct play still. I don't love it, but yeah, it is. I think I kind of do have to make this play. Because otherwise, like, I'm not getting full value off drift off, and then I can't really afford to not try to get full value in this sort of resource heavy game. At least their turn is like preordained for them. Whack Me, get back Wildcard, and play Wildcard. And now they're ramping even harder than I am, and I need to worry about Field Test because Field Test one shots me. Or does it right now? Well, Field Test definitely wrecks me somehow. I mean, yeah. Does Field Test actually do face damage? No, it just makes a giant guy and I die. And they even have Keeper Up to Scale. Okay. So I kind of do need good top decks now. Star Setted could be better, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I guess I just play 2 Star Setted and block Wildcard. Actually, I can play 2 and block Keeper Up to Scale. Wildcard's... I mean, Star Setted's line up really badly against Waking Block, though. Oh, it's not like I can do anything else right now, right? Yeah, I just have to play out my Star Setted and hope that it works out. In that case, I should probably just take it in the face for a few more turns. Oh, this thing gives Death Touch counters? Do I care about Wildcard getting Death Touch? It's annoying, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, so maybe I just let it happen. Either ways, I mean, I just do this and pass. Well, actually, I could have played Star Setted flipped, so that I can guarantee that a Constant top deck would be good for me. I'm just gonna take everything in the face, though, so I don't really care at this point. They can also swing out, and then if they do that, then I'm just going to swing back with my Star Setteds to try to, because then that gets me to Constance mana. So, like, not blocking here would be really bad if they have a Vibrant Vengeance, but it has to be exactly a Vibrant Vengeance, and if they have Vibrant Vengeance, they should play it pre-combat just to prevent me from making any plays like that. If they swing first, I doubt that they have Vibrant Vengeance. Right now, I think they're thinking about if they want to swing in or not with Waking Bogs. I think the answer is yeah, I let that happen because it's not like they have anything to return anyways. So yeah, if they swing out, I just swing in with Star Setteds. Okay, so this does prevent star set from doing anything useful. So do I just double block? Well, no, that's... I should have just played these guys flipped, honestly, because then I don't have to make these decisions. But yeah, I'll just take everything in the face. So this is extremely bad if they exactly Vibrant Vengeance, but seems like they had a land instead. Alright, so that's not Consonance top deck. Well, I guess I just keep back Star Setteds then and hope to top deck Consonance or something. They want to play out Leyline Challengers. I guess it could be useful to trade with Waking Bog or something. Nah, like if they have Vibrant Vengeance, then I lose anyways unless I top deck Consonance, so no point in holding anything back. And then yeah, I just use these guys to survive until I can top deck Consonance and hope that it bails me out. Okay, they're swinging. Are they animating both things? I think this is a turn where I trade everything off. Well, I need a Waking Box to die, or else like or else blocking doesn't actually make sense for me. So yeah, I just like block like this, and I take 5. So now I die to Wildcard Seeker if it lands a hit on me. So like if they have any removal, I die. But if I block right now, then I don't die to any removal. Yeah, I'll chump right now. Wait, Wildcard Seeker just brings these guys back. Never mind, like they bring each other back. So killing the Waking Bogs wasn't really useful. Oh well, you know what they say about Grand Consonance top decks? I actually don't know what they say, but certainly has happened enough for this to be a pattern. Anyway, since my opponent's tapped out, I guess they don't have a response, and oh, this is... Actually, yeah, this is quite good. I get 4 cards out of this deal. So, Drift Off hits Wild Cord... yeah, Drift Off hits Wild Cord, Czar, -1s to kill Keeper. I get a Wild Cord Seeker of my own, and then I can start doing stuff. And I even get a Waking Bog out of this deal, which gets my Wild Cord Seeker to 5/5. So, let me just get everything in order. So Drift Off is hitting... Is it Keeper of the Scale or what? Yeah, let's get Keeper of the Scale off the board because I don't want Drift Off to get blown up and then Wildcard Seeker suddenly coming back in and being a problem for me. And I guess I bring back... Yeah, Warp Wave Reigns, sure. And Czar -1 to kill Wildcard, right? Yeah. So yeah, the game has suddenly flipped. Like I know that this was sort of the end game that I'm playing for, but I'm always super shocked whenever I manage to top that Constance and that completely bails me out. Should I Czar +2 at this point? I guess life could matter enough. Like their win con is okay. What color do I want more of? I guess I can afford to get more planes at this point. And Heart of the Glade. Well, at this point, I don't even mind if I don't even mind if I draw lands because that's still really good for me. So do I play out everything? Yeah, I think I should. Then Czar +1s to get things on board. Actually, no, Waking Bog exists, and I just get back Archon of Condemnation, or Wildcard Seeker, or any combination of those guys. But yeah, suddenly this game has massively shifted in my favor. And I'll just attack as is. Do I bring... I think I should bring back something that I can play in the same turn, which is... Oh no, I don't need this many Wildcard Seekers. I think I'll just bring back Archon. Yeah, and then try to force lethal with Archon. That sounds about right. Did I miss my Wildcard Seeker? God damn it, I missed my trigger again. Well, I'll +2 Czar, I guess. I don't want to lose to whatever random, like, random damage out of nowhere that they might have. And they have board wipes, right? They have, like, so Field Test... Can Field Test wipe my board? Actually, yeah, it can, but Waking Bog saves it. So yeah, I'm pretty fine just playing out Archon right now into nothing and just threatening lethal right now. So did they get like Field Test off the top? Because that's the only thing that saves them, I think. Keeper, no, it's not Field Test. Alright, yeah, so that was game 1 where I managed to get a Grand Consonance top deck and that did stuff. So what do I do post-board? I bring in Club Promoter because there's plenty of stuff for it to blow up. Do I want Succumbs? Nah, I don't think I need Succumbs. I'll board out for Yon Cultivator because I don't want it to get Maralide. It was the same reason I used last time, even though it probably isn't a great reasoning because Maralide got nerfed, so like my Yon Cultivator game Maralide isn't that bad anymore. I'm still doing it because I can't think of better cuts. And yeah, sure. Let's run Scratch's Horseman. Or actually, bring down the house or Scratch's Horseman. Scratch's they don't actually have that much single target removal. I think I'll just take in. I'll bring in and bring down the house. Or when they maybe Succumb to History is the correct thing to board in. It does pretty reliably deal with everything they have often enough, I feel like. And this hand has way too much top end. I can't keep this. This hand, oh, this hand's pretty good. So I guess I want Waking Bog, and I bomb Warpway Rings and hope that I don't get punished by drawing Wild Chord Seeker and nothing else. Okay, I didn't get punished for that. So if I run out, so they'd probably have turn 2 something. Keep Rip to scale. Yeah, that's never getting blocked. Maybe I have enough leyline channels at this point where I'm willing to throw away some of them at Keep Rip to scale. Probably not though. Or maybe it is worth it. Like, how's the mana going to work out? Do they have 4 drops that I care about? Not really. Like, their deck is also built in the same way that my deck is built, where there's no 4 drops. You're just trying to go straight from 3 to 5. Playing star-sided means that they're more incentivized to not attack, which is good for me. And I don't actually care about turn 4 either, so they just pass. Yeah, like if I played Leyline Challengers here, they definitely would have attacked. And then okay, cool. So I get to play Zar next turn. I should just play Star-sided flipped, right? Just to get Zar out or guarantee a Zar. They could have possible discard spells. Well, actually they have 4 Unburdened in mind. So yeah, maybe I don't want to turbo ramp towards Zar, because if I get Unburdened here, then I actually end up losing a lot. I can play out 2 Star-sideds, and that completely blocks Keep Rip to scales, which forces them to use some sort of removal to prevent me from. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. So, like, if they swing with this thing, I'll just let through, and then next turn I'll try to swing back with Star-sideds and try to get some mana that way. And maybe Zara does something if that happens, or maybe Zara comes into play if that happens. It's like they're still stuck on 3 mana. Interesting. Is this Wild Court? Yeah, it's Wild Court. And I'm assuming they're keeping everything back. They're actually at 5 mana now, which is kind of troublesome for me, especially since I'm only at 4 mana right now. So like, I kind of need a way to break past these guys. Drift Off does let me do that. So what? Drift Off, swing in, Leyline counters. That feels like a really bad use of Drift Off. Problem is that if I just let these guys stick back and do nothing, then they die to Vibrant Vengeance, and then now my entire board's wiped. Actually, the Leyline Challengers also died to Vibrant Vengeance, so I just get super wrecked by Vibrant Vengeance right now. And the way that I don't get wrecked by it is by going aggressive and using Drift Off to connect with Star-sided, which guarantees that Zar can land. And if they like Unburden me, at least they can do Vibrant Vengeance and then follow up with Unburden in mind. Well, I just have to hope they don't have it. I think I do need to get ahead on board right now, so I'll go for that play, even though I'm not super confident in this play. It also means that Waking Bog can't be animated. I'm just going to assume that my mana situation fixes itself. The mana will fix itself. Yeah. Now I connect, and I should still play out Leyline Challengers, because even if the board gets wiped, it's whatever. If the board doesn't get wiped, then Zara starts doing stuff. One plays out. Okay, is this Vibrant Vengeance? Well, if they Vibrant Vengeance here, I'm not that unhappy. Oh, okay, Malicious Glide Cleaver is a lot worse. And now I have to deal with Keeper of this scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, even if oh, well, that's Grand Consonance, and that's I can try to turbo towards Grand Consonance, but I could get super punished if anything goes wrong. I can also just what's the chances that Leyline gets killed? If I know that playing out Zar isn't great because Keeper of the Scale just one shots it. I mean, dude, I guess I could play it as just a 5 mana removal spell that eats up a Keeper swing, but then that doesn't ramp me towards Grand Constance, which is what I want to be doing right now. If I try to ramp towards Grand Constance, and all I'm doing is playing out Leyline Challengers, and that doesn't even guarantee that I got Grand Constance next turn. So yeah, I just play out Zar, and I -1 and see how they react. They flip this thing. Yeah, they can actually flip Malicious Sky Cleaver next turn. So maybe I should have minused more. Seems like Kayiu was actually thinking about this. And they sack Malicious Sky Cleaver. What? So they're not planning on flipping it next turn? Okay, sure. So that means that Zar was a 5 mana kill Malicious Sky Cleaver, force Keeper to not make a treasure for a turn, which I guess is it's whatever. So yep, Zar dies. And do they have another Malicious Sky Cleaver or something? No, they have their own Zar. Oh yeah, that's really bad. They're going to Zar minus, right? Yeah. Alright, so Grand Consonance top deck doesn't actually help me here, so I think I need to top deck some ramp or lands or something like that. Well, I need to be able to ramp and still stay ahead on board somehow. Actually, the Wrath could be helpful here. So to have a Czar, yeah. So you live by Consonance, you die by the Consonance. So yeah, I think I probably will be in a better situation right now if I play out my Mad Dorks earlier. Although they haven't vibrant, no, Malicious Glide Cleaver would have killed all my Mad Dorks just the same. But I guess that would have meant that if I sequenced it slightly better, maybe I could have gotten a situation where I managed to resolve a Grand Consonance. Well, actually, it would require me to play my star sets flipped, right? Zeros are right; they can do that. Myself losing rapidly now. They're swinging out. Yep. And are they going to pay a life to buff Wild Court? Seems like they are. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, apparently they're not fetching right now. So assuming they're not doing that. Right, they're only 3 colors, so they can't actually buff Wild Court beyond this, other than getting Animus lands somewhere. They have a lot of treasures now, so they basically have infinite mana. So if they top deck anything good, they can play it, and I'd probably lose. Or they have, what is it now? DRX? Yeah, that happens too. Well, not, oh, right, they're trying to do that. And Chronicles of Extinction, discard Exile. What's it? 2 cards. Alright, have fun. Let me see, does hockey work? Yep. So, hey, land top deck, yay. Can they kill me this turn? I mean, I know that they already won the game, but I'm curious how fast they can kill me once they have the game on lock. Actually, they can flashback Chronicles, right? So they can just, oh, it doesn't hit face. They can just, they're slowly just building up a board and chipping me down. And they're going to tick up Xerox and Hoarding Clubre. Well, I mean, yeah, I did have Leaf on board. Let's go to game 3. I do need to do something after this. Board wise, probably the same. Actually, maybe Forgotten Cultivator isn't that bad. What do I cut? Well, I brought in 3 drops, so I should cut 3 drops. What's the worst 3 drop in this deck? Is it Elrantha Visionary? It probably is. It probably is Club Promoter, because Elrantha Visionary is better in, yeah, whatever. I'll board out one of the Club Promoters. Club Promoter doesn't do anything against Planeswalkers either, so. And yeah, let's run this. This hand's bad. This hand is bad, but I have to keep this, I think. I don't want to play a value game at 5 cards, especially when my opponent has possible discard. So just keep this and hope to get good top decks. Right? Is that how it works? Like, this could go wrong in so many ways, but let's run this. If I die, at least I die really quickly, so I can get this done with. One also keeps, and wait, did they keep 7? Well, if they kept 7, then that's extremely bad for me. Hopefully they don't kill my, oh, Forgotten Cultivator. Oops. Okay, well, I mean, this also works, but, well, either they don't kill my Leyline Challengers or I draw a land. If they do manage to kill my Leyline Challengers, then now I'm mana screwed. I don't think they have 2-drop kill spells, so I think I'm safe. Technically, they can try to discard me, but that wouldn't do much. Okay, Forgotten Cultivator is going to help me find lands. Oh, is there any way for them to punish me for attacking? I don't think so. So Forgotten Cultivator, and that should find me a land. Well, it does find me a land, but it's not the one I want. In that case, do I have to take Wild Court Seeker? It's probably better than playing a tap land next turn, right? Because that actually gives me plays. Like, if I draw a land next turn, then, yeah, Wild Court Seeker is good if I draw a land next turn. Grip Clues is bad even if I draw a land next turn, so I take Wild Court Seeker and smack them for 1 and pass the turn. So Marilai would be, actually no, Marilai is completely fine for me. Marilai got nerfed. Stealing Forgotten Cultivator is basically as good as blowing it up. Seems like they have to have their own Wild Court Seeker going. It looks like it's the Wild Court Seeker Wars. If I draw a land next turn, I think I just Czar minus on the Wild Court Seeker. Like getting, oh yeah, it even gets me a Forgotten Cultivator swing. So land top deck would be extremely good for me. So land top deck, please. Wrong kind of land to top deck. Well, fine. I guess I have to live with that. I'll play out Warpway Reigns, fetch black, and then grab back Warpway Reigns and fetch red. And that gets my Wild Court Seeker to 4/4, so survive their attack. They can Vibrant Vengeance me afterwards, but I'll have enough mana to Czar and then can kill their thing and the Czar and kill my, okay, yeah. So that doesn't work out super well, but I actually have Forgotten Cultivator, so even if they kill my thing, I still get Cultivator swing, and that probably puts me ahead. Anyways, so Warframe Reigns, fetch out tapped black, and Yeah, Wild Court Seeker, bring back Warp Ravines. And notably, if I have like Warp Ravines and Warp Ravines on red still does mana screw me somewhat, but it actually does mean that I think it works out enough of the time where I'm willing to like just do it like this. So they can get their Wild Court to 3/3. I guess if they have an Animist land in hand, they can get to a 4/4, in which case I'll stop blocking it. But like if they swing into my 3/3 as a 3/3, I'm definitely blocking. Because at worst they trade, and trading is good for me because I still have Forgotten Cultivator plus a 5-drop to accelerate me and get my value back in the game. Or actually, is it so 3-drop? What is it? Oh, yeah, that does it. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty painful. But if they don't have a way to kill leyline challengers, do I just get to play Consonance next turn if I top deck a land? Yeah, I think I do. So in that case, Warp Ravines is fetching planes. Oh, did they also have a removal spell to follow this thing up? They don't have removal on 2, right? So it's just keeper up the scale. Alright, so hoping for... I'm going to fetch planes now, but yeah, hoping for land top deck, please. Drift Off is actually... Drift Off is alright, right? Yeah, play Drift Off, animate Forgotten Cultivator, kill Glana, and then that gets me mad towards Grand Consonance. And then I still have these guys in hand for in the future. Or do I just play out Vasilia? Maybe I just play out Vasilia and +2. And now like I'm threatening a Vasilia. I'm threatening a Vasilia flip. No, I want Forgotten Cultivator to swing to survive its swing. So I think Drift Off is probably the best option right now. And like, what can they do in response? They can field test me. That would be really bad, right? They can Chronicles field test. Actually, I don't think there's anything that saves me against Chronicles. Just get if they have Chronicles, they can always get value off it. If they have a giant field, how big is their field test? So field test is, let me just double check. The field test is XX, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could go up to 6, or it could go up to 3. So it could force me to discard 3 cards, which ditches my entire hand. But unless I've forgotten Cultivator, yeah, I'm going to Drift Off, and I'm actually going to keep the land in hand. I think, or well, I don't know, but yeah, let's just get this guy out of the way. What? Okay. And Archon or Star-Sitteds? I think I should just take more big fat things because that's more ways to trigger Forgotten Cultivator. So field test, I actually am somewhat insulated against. Like if they field test, I just ditch everything except Vasilia, and then they play Vasilia and go to town with Forgotten Cultivator. Seems like it's a field test, or it's the 5-drop that wipes the board. Oh, it's Xerx. Is that actually worse than? Oh no, it's worse because they -3 kill all my drift offs and they get all their guys back. But that's actually fine, I think, because it means that if I draw a land next turn, I still get the Grand Consonance. And if I don't, then so land top deck, please. Archon again. Well, I mean, I don't really mind more Archons, right? I need Xerx dead though. I can Zar minus. I need Keeper out of the way. I also need the Wild Court Seeker out of the way. There's just a bunch of things I need out of the way right now. It's quite annoying because it prevents Forgotten Cultivator. Do I just like run Forgotten Cultivator into something then? Like because I play Archon. I stick the thing onto Keeper of the Scale, or Wild Court Seeker. I'll stick it on Keeper of the Scale. I swing with Forgotten Cultivator at Xerx. I swing Forgotten Cultivator plus Leyline Challenge at Xerx, I think. And then that does stuff. You can also play Vasilia. Vasilia plus. Play Vasilia plus. Put the counters. Activate Forgotten Cultivator. Swing. It gets blocked by something, whatever. And then there's so many options here, and I don't actually have that much time to think. I think I should just play Zara -0 and just force a sack. Swing with Forgotten Cultivator. Like it just answers their board, and then Xerx. Yeah, I think I'd go with that play. Those are I made Forgotten Cultivator. Yeah, -0 now. And then Forgotten Cultivator hopefully flips me a land because I need lands right now. They're thinking, yeah. Lots of back and forth thinking right now. Is throwing away my Forgotten Cultivator a good idea though? I needed to get lands. I think it's fine. Like it's my insurance against board wipes and like field test mostly, but I think it's fine. They sack Wild Court Seeker, interesting. Okay, let's see what they do against this. Do they have a response or something? And yeah, I'll grab a new divide. Oh, do they have... Yeah, I don't think they have anything at instant speed that they can do right now, right? Wait, Xerix makes... Why does Xerix give all your things flash? Okay, so that was actually the wrong play. If that... I completely did not notice that Xerix was active. So yeah, they flash on Wildcourt Seeker now, and that is something I need to worry about. Are they going to let this happen, though? Nope, they're going to let Wildcourt do Wildcourt things. Alright, hopefully I top deck land next turn, and hopefully I don't get discarded, because I need Grand Consonance to do its thing. Wait, I think I completely overlooked the option of just playing 2 Archons flipped. Would that have done anything? Might actually have been better. I don't know, it dies super badly to Xerix, but at the same time, it means that I'm not exposing Czar. I mean, I think getting Czar on board is useful because now they're forced to deal with it, right? Alright, unfortunately, I'm out of time here. I have something I need to do, so looks like I just have to concede this game. Anyways, yeah, so that... Okay, yeah, showing their hand. Yeah, this definitely would have been an interesting game because, like, if I... Oh, actually, no, never mind. Yeah, definitely. So I probably would have... Yeah. So this would have... I think my opponent would have won here, given my current draws. Like, I couldn't deal with Xerix. I could have dealt with Xerix by playing this flip, but can deal with Xerix and then no Grand Constant, I can get Xerix. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching, and hopefully I win my next 2 games in this GP.